Holy hockey royalty, Canuck royalty. There he is.
Wow, this is cool. Welcome everybody. Thanks for showing up early before the game here. It's Canucks' last home game of this incredible 40th anniversary season. My name's Sean Shorthouse. I'm thrilled to be here hosting another historic event at Rogers Arena. As you know, this is the 40th anniversary for the Canucks. They've celebrated it in style by honoring the many characters and players and stories that have made up the history of this NHL franchise. It all started opening night, you remember that? And the recognition of the original members of the 1970 Canucks team, it culminated with the first captain, Orland Kurtenbach, passing on the C to this year's captain, Henrik Sedin, and that was opening night. After that, we saw the launch of the Ring of Honor and the celebration of Orland Kurtenbach, Kirk McLean, Thomas Gradin, and Harold Snepps as the first four inductees. In December, Marcus Naslin's sweater was raised to the rafters and recognized for his many accomplishments as a Canuck. And 1 week ago, the Canucks celebrated for the first time in their 40-year history the clinching of the President's Trophy. And I gotta tell you, I can't think of a better way to end the regular portion, and I stress that, the regular portion of this historic season, than by honoring one of the greatest innovators of the game of hockey, Roger Neilson. Roger dedicated his entire life to coaching and to hockey, and he affected the careers of many. He was a teacher, an innovator, and one of the first to use videotape as a teaching tool, and that earned him the nickname Captain Video. In a short time with the Canucks, Roger left an indelible impression with what could have been his best innovation of all time. Game 2, 1982, the Campbell Conference Final against Chicago. Roger felt the team was being unfairly penalized, took a trainer's white towel, held it on the end of a hockey stick, and surrendered. The Canucks didn't surrender, but he did that night, and I can see the white towel tradition continues here in this crowd outside Rogers Arena, but it continues to this day through the playoffs and will always be a part of Canucks history. And Roger would later say, "I had no idea what I was starting." But look what he started. Roger passed away in June of 2003 of cancer. That was a year before he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. And while he's no longer with us, his legacy lives on in the many innovations, players, and people that he touched. And tonight, flanking me, we are pleased to have in attendance Roger's hockey family, some of the members of the 1982 team that played with him and took him all the way to the final series. Please join me in welcoming Thomas Gradin, Ron DeLorme, Doug Hallward, Harold Snepps, Darcy Rhoda, Tiger Williams, and the captain of the 1982 Vancouver Canucks, and we're going to invite Stan to come up and say a few words on behalf of the team. Stan?
Thanks, John. Nice to see some of these V jerseys in the crowd here today. Finn, it looks good on you. My teammates and I felt privileged to have played under the leadership of Roger. He was considered one of the game innovators through his work with video. But it was his move in 1982 that perhaps was his greatest innovation. As we faced great adversity against Chicago in the playoffs, Roger inspired us all by standing up to what he felt was injustice and demonstrating his belief in our team. To this day, every time I see a fan wave a white towel, I think back to our run in 1982, and I think of Roger Neilson. I feel honored to be alongside my former teammates, honoring one of the game's greatest men in hockey. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. This night and this honor would not be possible without the support of Canuck Sports and Entertainment, and they are represented today as well. First of all, the chairman, governor, and owner, Francesco Aquilini. Chief Operating Officer, Victor DeBonis. And the president and general manager of the Vancouver Canucks, Mike Gillis. Because I have one more guy to introduce, and he's here representing the National Hockey League, the VP of Hockey Operations, Chris King. And Chris played for Roger during his time in the New York Rangers and had worked each year at Rogers Hockey School since he was 15 years old. So thank you very much for being here, Chris, and being a part of this. We would also like to recognize local artist and sculptor Norm Williams, who for the past many months has worked tirelessly on the creation of this piece we're about to see. So Norm, thank you very much. But before we see it, please welcome Mike Gillis up to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be here tonight, particularly standing in front of this group of guys. You know, we've had an incredible opportunity this year to bring players that have meant so much to this team back into the fold, to honor them in a variety of ways, including sweater retirements, Ring of Honor, special nights, and I'm truly honored to be here tonight and be able to stand in front of these guys who meant so much to all of you back in '82. Please. This tribute to Roger doesn't mean just simply a moment in time, but represents something that occurred that is now emulated throughout the world of sport. The white towel waved by Roger is representative of a united front and a tradition that was created here in Vancouver. It is unique to Canuck fans, and you should all feel like you're part of it. We're going to continue it on this spring, and I think we're all excited and extremely eager to get on with the next step of this process. Being able to honor Roger in this way, to usher us into the playoffs, and to create a permanent reminder of how important this time frame is and how important this team is to the community is, like I said earlier, nothing but an honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to recognize a teacher, a leader, an innovator, someone whose legacy will now always be remembered here at what is truly, at this moment, Rogers Arena. Roger Neilson. Continues on for a while now. Thank you all for being here, for showing up early, for your support this year, this anniversary season, and we're all looking forward to an exciting game tonight as the Canucks close out their regular season. Thanks everybody for being here.